Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Feels like it's been forever since I've said that sentence. It also feels like forever since I've done anything at all crafty at this desk anyways. Oh my gosh, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. If you are enjoying the content that I'm putting out there, please give the video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that so much. I really do. And I know, I think just about everybody does that anyways. I am guilty of forgetting. Sometimes I just start watching videos depending on where I'm at or what I'm doing. And I'm like, I'm going to get back there and do that. And I forget and I feel horrible. And then I'm like, oh no, what video was that? Anyways, oh my gosh. So my friends, oh boy, my brain is stuffed. These right here are all of my, what are they called? The Time Life Encyclopedia of Gardening books. And wait till you see what I've done to these. I'm like, I can do this. This is nothing. I gutted every single book, every single one of these. I gutted them. I'm going to use the pages to intermingle in other journals and to make other things. And then whatever I can't use, I'll just use them as my glue pages, and I can turn them into tags, pockets, and all that good stuff. But my friends, there's a stack because all these books were filled. All these books had, a big chunk of book. Well, maybe not that much, but like a bug chunk of book page. Goodness gracious. Now they're out. So with these books, they're really cool because inside of them, you get a lot of really cool stuff. So what I've done, and I'm still working on my stack over here, is in every book, you get these really beautiful full page images, which are so gorgeous. But they're big, and it's like for most of us that I see that are making books, we are folding papers in half, which that's fine. It's pretty like that too. But sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I don't want all my pretty pictures to be sideways. And on the back side of that, that is not something that I particularly love. I mean, it's great for a glue book, a kind of smash book, an artful book. You can put different things on there. But back to this, I want this page. So if I'm going to use a book cover that's this large, this is great because I can still do this. So all I have to do is either trim the sides of it up, and I can hinge this in there, or same thing, I can just oh my gosh, stop talking. Just kidding. I can't stop talking because then you won't know what I'm doing. If I trim a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, however I want it, to get it inside my cover, I'm going to take this apart, make a new spine, then this page can fit in there. I can also trim off some of the sides, and then I can add whole other paper to this, right? So it becomes another book page. Or I can go this way. No, I won't do it with this one. I can just say my picture wasn't as gorgeous as I thought it was. Maybe I only want that piece. I can make a small page, and then when it turns over to this side, I would have another small page. Beautiful pieces, beautiful colors. So just have options. I know lots of people know this, but I also know not everybody does. So there's that. Let's see. So in these books, you find this generally, and they also have like some really cool, and this is like one per book. So I have all these gorgeous pieces. I was thinking that I was going to piece these out in my paper packs, as images, but then I thought about what I was just talking about, how they're so gigantic. Maybe while I'm making all these books into those glue book, art books, smash books, whatever you want to call it. It could be a journal. It could be whatever you want. Maybe I'll incorporate one of these pages into each one. I don't remember which one goes to which book. I don't think they actually follow the cover of the book, but I don't think it will really matter. Aren't they gorgeous though? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So let's pull those aside. What else was in here? There's also, they're just so dang pretty. I honestly think I'm going to hinge them. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. It depends on the picture, I suppose. But inside the books, depending on what they are, a lot of them have these really cool images, like black and white photos. And there was a whole, here they are. Look at this, Johnson's Garden and Farm. Like, that is just such a cool image. There's some more black and white. So it just goes on and on. For anyone who hasn't seen these types of books, they're so cool. The inside covers of the books have this really cool linen-y type paper. for the first page and the second page, I know they probably have a name, and they match whatever the cover is. So you can see all the different colors I got from these books. Isn't this so cool? So many colors, so much goodness. And again, these can also be reutilized into these books, which is what I plan to do. And I can make all kinds of stuff. I can use them as a page. I can make pockets, side tucks, belly bands, you name it. You name it. You might be able to do it. I might not be able to, but you name it, and it can be done by someone somewhere somehow. That's all I know. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. I can't lose these cool pages, so let me set these aside. And then I also have more to go through. Like I said, here's the stacks of papers. And there was something else that was in here that I wanted to show you, but I must have already put it away. You know, I probably put it someplace where I wouldn't lose it. I think I actually went to do a video and I stuck all the pages away. But inside these books, I'm going to go find it. I'll be right back. They were at the bottom of my giant stack of papers. Or all the book blocks that I pulled out. I'm calling them book blocks. I don't know what they are. It is the whole signature that was inside there. However, they're glued in. This was not an easy task. It was not an easy task. My hands did cry out for some medication, which was a leave. So, you know, I had to help them out a little bit. Anyhow, so what I wanted to say is, so it has all these cool images, and I'm not going to show all of them. I'm just going to flip through a couple of these so you can see. If you have never seen these types of books before, I'm fairly confident the majority of people have seen these somewhere either on someone's channel, in their own bookcases, or at the thrift stores, and that's where I get mine. I got at the thrift store, or they were given to me from someone who was going to throw them away. So, a saving I will go. So this has trees. So depending on what the book was about, the specific encyclopedia, it'll have the different types of florals and things like that. Now, I've done a lot of fussy cutting on these, but for people who don't like to do fussy cutting, like you can just cut out, I mean, it's got a nice square, you can stick it in your paper trimmer, like they're just beautiful images. So there's a lot of those. I want to get those cut down. I want to add those as elements to be played with within the book, maybe. I don't know. I have all kinds of ideas, all kinds. So let me move these over. And I'm going to leave them like that and hopefully not stack. How many of these do I have? I have 1, 2, and so these are the covers. What I'm going to do is, if I love the cover, I'm going to make it into a book. And if I don't love the cover, I probably won't, because I have a lot here and I have a lot of other projects to play with as well. So if it has flowers, it shall stay. No, so we have 1. This is actually pretty. 2, 3. This is really pretty, but I don't know. So I'll put that to the I don't know see how my hands are. 4. I like this one too, but it's kind of plain. So I'm going to put that to the I don't know. I can't keep track of my counting. Maybe if I do it like that. 4. So this one right here, what I like about it is I like that it says 1978. I mean, I think that's cool, but I don't know if I'll do it because yeah, I'm going to do it. Okay, 5. 5. This one, the cover's, it's a picture. It looks like it's through like a greenhouse and it's from outside and it's blurry. So I'm not loving that. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Not for me getting rid of that one. This would absolutely love orchids. They're just so, well, you know, they're pretty. This one's good. I like that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I'm going to do the vegetables. This one, no. 8, 9. Oh, I like that one. 10. So this is funny because I really like leaves, but I just don't know. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to do that one. 12. This one maybe. I like this one. 12. 13 and then 14. Okay, is that 14? I lost count, but you know, there's a lot in here. Now what I want to do is I want to look inside these other covers because I think that there's some really pretty colors. Maybe I wanted to use it because of the inside cover. Nope, I'm not missing out. I have lots of that color. I'm not missing out. Let's see. Nope, not missing out. not missing out. And I'm still not, like, I kind of like this one. So this is going to be in the possibility. The other ones I'm totally getting rid of. And the same thing with this one. This is a possibility. It is pretty. It is pretty. I just feel like it's someone's driveway almost, like right here. But it's probably just the outdoors. Those are possibilities. These ones I'm getting rid of. I'm never going to use them, and I have too much stuff. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Anyhow, I hope you guys are all doing well. I didn't even say anything. I'm just jumping in. My friends, I have been like so wild everywhere. I'm wild. I'm a wild card right now. I am doing a bazillion different things at one time. This is the middle of the day right now. I just got done being at work, so I'm going a mile a minute, and no, there was no extra caffeine. If I don't get a video done, I'm gonna have I don't want to have another week of no videos. So here I am. I'm literally just gonna cut. There's a board right here. I don't know which way I should do this. I don't think it really matters. I just want to get this spine that's in there cut, and then I can go ahead and clean it up afterwards. This is gonna be the easiest way for me right now. So, I might save that. That's kind of cute, you know. I might be able to make a dangle with that. We'll put that aside for a minute. So this is what I'm going to do to all the books. I'm going to grab me a ruler here, and this is a heavy duty ruler. That's nice. If you know, I had a heavy duty one. What side do I want? I can never see where the actual edge is. Let me put it here. So I want to get these all made. They're not gonna be, and I don't think these are gonna be embellished. I think I'm going to literally just make some like art books, glue books, smash books, whatever you want to call them. They also serve as journals with some pockets and tuck spots, a couple of things like that. You know, a few elements to it, but the embellishing, no, I don't think I'm going to be doing any embellishing. As of right now, I'm not doing any embellishing. See, I don't want that whole floppy piece. Okay, I'll do it from this end, I guess. And then I will sell them. I will do my very best to sell them. And if they don't sell, I guess I will just have to do a lot of fun gluing and fill these babies up with some glue stuff and other things. But I have options to sell. You know, I can put stuff in my Ko-fi store, depending on how I'm doing lives. I don't know. I'm so nervous, my friends. I'm excited and nervous. It's just that it's new. You know, it's brand new. It's like the first day of school. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where this is. There might be an easier way. See, now that's solid. I don't have anything bending. Okay. That's what I'm after. If I had a heavier duty paper cutter, that might have been a little bit easier. We'll get rid of this one. And anyways, and then I can also try and sell them on live sales. I can put them in my Ko-fi store. But what I want to do is I want to have stuff just in case, because I'm really thinking I'm going to do the bazaar. I'm still on the fence. I have ways to commit until I have to commit. Oh, maybe I'll do that. Let's see. Where does that bend go? Oh, yes. That definitely makes it easier. But if I decide to do it, it'll be last minute, of course. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. And I want to have some stuff ready. I don't have to have a giant spot or a bazillion pieces, but I want to have some things. And it would be nice to have one of these that I have already worked in also, because I'm in a very small town and people don't, you know, well, even here, like, we have to explain things to people that are artful, because you don't know what you don't know until you know. And I find for me, when I'm at a show, I'm cooking over here, I need to be ready to not just explain, but show them, like, look how much fun this is, and maybe even have some stuff there that I'm playing with. I can't get too gluey at a table at a bazaar because it's too hard to get cleaned up, and then before I know it, I'm going to be sticking to the customers and trying to put them in my pockets. No, I'm just kidding. So then I'll have this, and I think I'm going to keep all of them. Is it going to be either a 1/2 inch spine? No, I think I'm going to do I'm going to try it out. I think the first one, I'm going to do a 1-inch spine. But I don't know that I want a hard, like a really hard, I think I want some flexibility in this. So all I'm doing right now is I'm going to cut my covers down and get them ready and get them set so that I can move forward. So I think they're pretty, just like this. Aren't they nice? Like there's not a lot. I can just add a little pocket on here if I want to, but that one's done. So that's what I'm going to be working on. All right, so now that you know what I'm up to on here, maybe I can catch you up on some other crazy things. So this one's already torn, and that's not very sturdy, so this idea might not work, what I'm thinking of doing. Whew. So I want to say thank you, everybody, for all your positive words and encouragement for moving forward with this new endeavor, with the whole live sales thing. It is not as easy as I thought. It is not. It is not hard if you know what you're doing. But it is not as easy as I thought. And I know a lot of people go like, it's really easy. I think once you know what you're doing and is part of it, but the other part is the confidence. And I'm so worried that I'm going to go on, I'm going to do it, and then it's all going to fail. But what's the worst that could happen? I just won't have a video on. I'm just like, oh no, so sorry. So sorry. No, I don't think that'll happen. So what I learned is this, my friends. To be able to use, like, to put things on the screen, like what they call, if you don't know what it is, like the banner, the tickers, the things that scroll through the bottom, putting, highlighting somebody's name on the screen, highlighting my name, a guest, or anything like that, you have to use a platform. If there is another way to do this, I have no idea what it is. I am not techie. And so all the hacks, and I did try, I tried to learn hacks. I mean, like I am not going to be able to do that. So that is just not my forte. So what I learned is I definitely have to have a platform to sell from, a streaming platform. And so I was kind of going in between two of them, StreamYard and EV Mux. And they're both pretty competitive in their pricing and what they offer. I've decided at the end of it, all the studying, to go ahead and go with StreamYard. And a few, I can't remember my reasons why. I don't even know if I wrote them down, because I'm telling you, I had 4 days of constant studying and at that table on the computer, I had meltdowns. I had meltdowns. Jason came and checked on me, and I was like in tears. I'm like, I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this. I don't know the terminology. He goes, my son was helping me. He's like, Mom, use GPT chat. It's going to help you a lot. I mean, I have 2 sons that are techie. One is very techie. I mean, he does like programming. And the thing is it's hard to say this. It's hard for me to, no, not hard to say this. It's hard for me to articulate, I guess. Is what I'm learning is that just because somebody's really techie, if they've never done what you're trying to do, they don't know what you're doing. So, I mean, does that make sense? Like, even in the art world, right? Just because I do crafts doesn't mean I do all crafts. It doesn't mean I can't do them. It just means I don't do them, and I haven't done them, and maybe I don't know how to do them until I do them. So trying to explain something to a techie person who is techie, and you're trying to use regular words or made up words, basically, is what I'm doing, because I don't know the actual words. So I'm like, oh, my car is making this sound, and it sounds like a instead of saying like, it sounds like the gas isn't getting to the, where does the gas go? I don't know, but do you guys know what I'm talking about? All right, anyways, whatever. So my son's like, Mom, he goes, I can help you. I go, I'm so sorry to bother you. I'm just like, I just feel so stinking stuck, and so like I'm frustrated. I just don't know what I'm doing. He goes, well, maybe you can tell me, text me. And I'm like, no, it is beyond that. I honestly think I need to like screen share or something, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, Mom, when I get off work, give me a call. No. So anyways, he said, in the meantime, he goes, why don't you, he's like trying to be all calm, try this thing called GPT chat, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, it's not gonna work. And so he's like, it's okay, Mom, you're gonna be fine. Anyways, God, So I did do it. He was telling me, he said, Mom, he goes, honestly, he goes, I think you might like it. You should just try it out. Just try it. Just try it. So I'm like, all right, like, how can I say no when I'm always saying that? Like, why don't people just try things? They don't know. They don't know what they don't know until they know. So, you know, you have your words coming right back at you, Sandra. So anyhow, I love it. I don't love it because it's still kind of difficult, but I'm enjoying it because it's helped me a lot. One of the things I learned, funny story. I have so many stories to tell you. I'm like all over the board. But one of the funny stories about what I learned in GPT chat is this. You ask it a question and it gives you, like, for all the questions I've asked so far anyways, it says, try this. If this doesn't work, try this. If this doesn't work, try this. So, but at the bottom of it, it says, if none of these work, then do this. What I've learned for me is I go directly to the bottom and I just do that, because me trying to go in the computer, go in the iPhone, go into the iPad, go into here, go into there, doing all these things, I forgot all the places I went and all the things I did. And so I don't know. Whoops, I'm like cutting this board now. It's okay. Even if I cut it crooked, it's fine. I can fix it later if it needs fixed. I mean, like, yeah, this is gonna need some fixing. But anyhow, so I do like the GPT chat. That helped me. So anyhow, I found out, pardon me, I didn't mean to choke like that. I'm going too fast. I'm talking. My mouth was salivating. And I tried to, I guess, breathe it in, swallow, and talk at the same time. Which then led to choking. So, oh my gosh. Okay, I should not try to fix these right now and just keep moving forward. No, maybe I'll just do that while I chitty chat. So I'm so excited. So I'm gonna make these on camera because that's what I'm doing. I don't know if I'll do them all full on or it'll be parts as I'm moving forward. But when I get ready to do the spines, we'll do that. And then I'll finish whatever I didn't finish on camera, off camera. And then same thing with getting the papers, picking the papers and putting the papers in. And then maybe fooling around a little bit with the pockets and stuff. I think that'll be fun. It'll keep me occupied. It gives me a project at my desk so I can chat with my friends while I'm working and then while I'm trying to do this new live thing. Because it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be really, I think it's going to be great fun. And I am excited about it. All right, back to this thing. So StreamYard. So I was like, okay, I'll do StreamYard. Well, guess what? There's a free version, which they talk about all the time. Oh, there's a free version. Well, it's great, but I am unable to do downward shots. So my StreamYard's on my computer. And I think you can do it from your phone too, but to utilize all the things I want to utilize, to do the tickers and the thing and have a keyboard and all these things, I have to have a computer or a laptop. So I have a computer and that's what I'm going to be using. And so StreamYard is downloaded to I think I have it on my phone too, but I found out. So I downloaded it to my computer and then I can use my webcam. My webcam on my computer is it's crappy. It just does, everything's blurry. Like I can't get a good shot. You'll see, because the first one, well, maybe not. I don't know if I'll have a new camera by the time it gets here. So, I'm going to buy a webcam. So I did a lot of studying. I'm going to buy a webcam. I'm going to try that and see. It's supposed to be a lot better for a clearer picture. And hopefully that'll help with all the lag and everything. And I'll have friends that will say, don't worry about doing all this stuff, but I do. I worry because it drives me crazy. I have to watch them to do things and I'll see it and it's going to drive me bonkers. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I have to be able to not be blurry and so all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm back and forth. So StreamYard, for it to go to my phone, which my phone's right here above me right now. This is the downward shot. So my computer's a front facing shot. So for me to switch over so that I can go to the table where everything will be when I do the live sales and auctions, I will need that downward shot. To get that downward shot, I need my iPhone. To use my iPhone, I have to now download another app. Well, first of all, I have to upgrade in StreamYard, but also in EDMux. You can't, they don't give you that option. You don't get to add. It's called adding a camera, so I cannot add that camera. Yes, there is a hack. I tried to do the hack. I downloaded so many different things on my computer that I'm hoping that I didn't do anything bad. So I was over and out. Nope. So I paid for StreamYard. StreamYard's expensive. It's like, so to sign up for the first time, it's like annually. It's cheaper to pay annually, but I'm going to pay monthly for the first 3 months or the first couple months or whatever it is, like some kind of special, which is still pretty expensive. And if I like doing the live sales, that's another reason why I want to make sure I have all the things, not the most expensive things, but what I need to make myself feel like I can do this and be successful at least putting it together. Because if I like it, I will do the annual thing. The annual thing is just, it's right under $500. That's a lot of money. It's so much money. And I kept telling myself, you know what? When I had my storefront, I had a lot of monthly payment. I had a lot of monthly stuff that went out. I had utilities, I had upkeep, I had maintenance, I had insurance, I had all kinds of stuff. So I try to settle my brain down with that. Like, remember, being in business, you know, you gotta earn it, girl. You gotta earn it, and sometimes you need things to help you earn it, and that's some of the things I need to help me earn it. So right now, so I did that. So I'm doing $50 a month right now, and if I like it, I'll do it for a couple of months. I'll go ahead and bust into my savings. I have some savings put aside a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the, I'll do the annual thing. However, it's a one-time, like a special. So after 1 year, then they will automatically bill you unless you cancel beforehand. They'll automatically bill you, and it is double. I'm like, what in the world? It's so expensive. So, yeah, like so it's right under $1,000. No, sorry, it's right under $900 is what it was. Now, will it still be that same price when a year's up? Who knows? Like, I doubt it'll go down. But I'm thinking that if that's the case, then I will just have to go get another streaming service and learn how theirs works. And hopefully they have a, starting up option. And I'll just have to play that game, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, so then I was like, okay, now I have to make it work to my phone. I had to upgrade my StreamYard to do that. Do you guys want to know this? I'm so sorry. I wish I could hear your answers right now. You're probably like, no. So once I got the StreamYard, and I had to do the paid subscription so that I can add a camera. So there's like basic, free, and then there's another option here that costs, and then there's another option, the next option, and that one costs more. And that's the one that's the first one you can get to that adds a camera. So I had to jump all the way to that one. And I need that camera, and I don't know how to do the hacks. So there it is. And plus I started thinking about the hacks, like, what if there's like a glitch or something happens and I don't know how to fix it from a hack? And so, yeah, it's just going to be easier and cheaper just in the long run, just to do it right the first time and just pay the fee. Well, now I have to get it to my phone. So to get it to my phone, I need another thing, because StreamYard lets you add a camera. See what I'm saying? So my phone is now considered another camera. I can add that camera, but I have to have a way to do it. So, oh yes, go ahead and download this. So I did a little bit of study, and I went with what's called Camo. I think it's called Camo Camera, CAMO Camera. That was an app, and then you download that, and then you put it on your computer. And I want to say it was free. So there's like this free version. Of course, there's always the free version, but let me tell you, you get what you pay for, right? So I'm like, okay, it's just for a downward shot. Like, how hard can that be? It's not hard, my friends. I'm going to tell you this right now. It is not hard. That's how I video right here from my iPhone all the time. No added app. I literally am I push record on my phone, and I video, and then I send it to, if I want to do any kind of editing, I send it to iMovie. I can watch it. I can cut pieces out if I want to, or I can leave it as is. If I make, like when I stop the video and I'm like, stop and then start, I can send all my videos in the order that I filmed them. I can just send them all to iMovie. Boom. I go to iMovie, create a movie, and I go click, 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 and then create the movie. It throws all those videos up in there in the order that I clicked them, which is hopefully the order that I recorded them. And that joins them. I can push done, and then I save it to my camera roll, and then I go into YouTube. I push the button to add a video, upload a video. That's it. Well, now that I'm changing things and I'm using StreamYard, yes, it will let me, ooh, isn't that pretty? Yes, it'll let me do all that. Videoing with the camo camera. I had to get something. It will let me do that. And while I'm watching myself make the video, everything looks great. I can see the camera screen. Everything is in crisp, clear, pristine. You can see the colors. You can see the markings. You can see everything. It's like, I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, woohoo. This is easy. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. And then I got slapped down with reality. So hard. So hard. I'm so dramatic. I'm telling you, it was devastating. But I'm like, but every time I would get so frustrated and so upset. And my friends, I really did cry. Like, I was just like, I'm never going to figure this out. Then I would pull it together and think like, no, it's not going to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I have a hard time understanding instructions. I frustrate people that try to explain things to me. And I know that about myself. So I frustrate myself because I can't understand. And I'm just like, I just get so mixed up. So because of all that, I really don't reach out for help because I don't want to bother people. And then one of my things is like, I don't want to ask questions that I'm not going to understand the answers. I'm just not going to understand it. And I'm going to waste their time. And I feel bad. I just have all these things, right? So I just don't do it. I'm like, I'm just going to try my hardest to figure it out. So there I go. I'm watching videos. I'm Googling. I'm watching videos. I'm taking notes. Stop and start, rewind, watch it, listen to it, all these things. I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And also now using GPT chat. So I'm like, why isn't this working? I mean, everything was doing like it was supposed to. I had it recording in the right orientation. I was able to go back and forth in the screen. So I guess the bright side of me struggling through this is I got very, very familiar with StreamYard and all the things that it does. And I also got very familiar with camo camera because it does do some things. However, I was struggling because I would see these pictures and they're beautiful. And then I would go, okay, and I would do a couple of minutes. So I'm recording, because you can do all these test recordings, all the test recordings you want. So I'm doing all these test recordings and I'm thinking, and I would talk to the camera, and basically what I was doing was taking notes. So I was like, okay, I am now logged in here. I'm doing this. This is what I'm using. I clicked into this. So I started doing that and then I would do like 2 to 5 minute videos, and then I'd have to go watch them to see how they came out. But then I would have my voice to help direct me in what I was doing. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I was doing. So everything was going off nicely, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is okay. I think I can do this. So now I thought, now I just need to make a video, and I need to send it to somebody else to watch, just one person, like give them the code, because I was recording it in a private mode. And I just have to send them the link, and then they can watch it. And then they can tell me, like, yes, this is what I noticed. These are the good things. These are some pros and cons, basically. Or maybe, hopefully, it would just be like, no, I think it was fine. Everything worked good. I could hear you. I could see you. I can see the stuff, all the things, right, that I'm looking for. No, that's not what happened. What happened is I went and I played the video, and all that clear, crisp stuff that I seen was so blurry and glitching. It was like glitchy, blurry. My voice was like that was doing this weird stuff, and I was like, I was in tears, and you couldn't make out anything, like anything I showed. So while I was videoing, so maybe I would show you this picture. It'll be like, see how clear that is, and you can like make out. You can even see all the colors. You can see the lines. By the time I was done, when you would go see it, you would see a picture. It wasn't even that clear. Like, you couldn't see it. Like, it wasn't even that clear. So back to crying, back to studying, trying to figure this out. Okay, what happened is I was using the free camo camera, and that was a mistake. So right now what I learned is this: if it's a free part of the thing, it's not gonna work. I'm going to be frustrated. Well, let me say that right, different. It will work half-assed, my friends, and that's the truth of it. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be great. They're basically giving you what it is, and I know everybody needs to earn a buck. So, but I wish it was just in the disclosure, like, this is a free version. It is basically a taste of what you could have if you pay for the service. Please know that, because that's all it is. That's all I got from it. That's what I learned out of all the things I was doing, out of all the things I did. So now in I go, and I says, okay, I need to upgrade to the incubate with the camo camera. So now I do that with my computer. So I upgraded it to that, and I was like, this better work, because now this is another $50 every month. And I'm like, my gosh, is it $50 a month or $50 annually? I've got some notes somewhere, because what I'm going to do is, it's all cost of startup business costs. That's how I'm going to count it. I'm not going to try and reimburse things. I mean, I don't know. It's startup business costs. However, once the year is done, all of these costs are going to happen again, and some of them are going to be doubled. So I want to be prepared for that. So as I move forward through the year, it would be important for me to, as I make sales, for a certain percentage of all those sales to drop down into the cost of running the business, right? So at the annual thing, if I decide I still want to stay with these programs, I don't have to scrounge for pennies or $100 bills. I have that put aside, and if I decide I don't want to use it, maybe I want to do something different, then I also have it for that. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. It makes sense to me. It's the same thing for taxes, right? Like, a percentage of all sales goes directly into that. So if I sell something for $10, I'm going to take 30% of that sale, and I'm going to put it aside just for taxes, because I don't know how much I'm going to sell. I want to have more than I need. So I'm going to put 30% away for taxes, or 15%, or whatever it is. For taxes, I'm going to take another 10%, or whatever it is for the cost of running the business. Put that in there from this program that or from that sale. So whatever. I'm getting all mixed up again. Anyhow, and then after all is said and done, then I have money. I have a percent that I'm going to put back for reinvestment, shopping, getting stuff, and then I will make money. And if at the end of the year, or 6 months, or however it takes me to assess, if I'm making money, then I will continue. If I'm not making any money, then it's not something I will continue, because even if I'd make $0, even if I don't make any money, I still have to pay my accountant just to do my, a Schedule C? My Schedule C. So I guess if all that is paid for and it's easy to maintain, maybe I'll do it as long as I can still afford to buy stuff. I don't know. Back on track to what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I'm terrifying. I'm tearing up this book. Okay, stop. I think I need to get my blade needs to be sharp. So let me just take that. I hate doing this. Okay, I have that now, and then I have this. Look, I bought this. I seen somebody, they did this. So I bought a thing of Tic Tacs. I ate all the Tic Tacs. And they made me sick. I ate the whole thing. Like, I just gobbled them down. But now I have a place to keep my blades, my broken blades, and then have it over there. Anyhow, so now I had to pay for that. So when I hooked that one up, I was like, okay, crisp and clean. It better be, because this is expensive. So I do that, and I go to, and I didn't change any settings. I didn't change anything. The only thing I did was upgrade. I go in to record, my friends, and then, let me get this off first. I go in to do the recording, and it's putting the recording from my phone with the camo camera. It took it from horizontal mode, which is what I need for YouTube, and it put it in a vertical mode, which is what you use for shorts. You can use them, people use them on shorts. You'll see that a lot on shorts. You'll see them for Facebook. It works for Facebook. It works for, I believe, TikTok, Instagram, things like that, but not YouTube. For YouTube, if you want your picture, so say the screen, if you don't know this, so say when you open up your YouTube, say that white is the screen. Have you ever seen a video and it's like this and it's like black all the way around? That's vertical. Right? Vertical. We don't want that. We want landscape so that it fills the screen. So all of a sudden now it took me out of that. I have everything set. Nothing's changed. I go and check. Everything is set. So here I go. Now I'm cry. I'm like, I can't stand this. I have to leave this room before I take the weight that is the little kettlebell that is holding my camera stand down and smack my computer with it. I'm so upset. I'm like, I can't do this. Who do I think I am? Anyways, so I'm like, so frustrated. I'm real life, man. I am real life. I was real frustrated. Like, I was so frustrated. Has anybody experienced this? Has anybody who watches these videos, have you ever experienced the frustration that I'm feeling? I don't work with this stuff on a regular basis. And even if I did work with computers and do all the different things, like I said, you don't know what you don't know until you know. And I don't know how to work with Canva. I don't know how to work with any kind of like arty thing. I have owned a Cricut. I gave it away. So, you know, I'm not used to doing any of these programs or any kind of graphic arts or anything like that. So anyway, so now I do this video and I'm over and over and over again. I'm like, I don't know why it's doing this and it will not let me change it. So GPT chat I go and it says, try this, try this, try this, try this. So I tried this. I did all the things, went down the list. Nothing was working. I was like, oh my gosh, I am like, don't even know what I've clicked and didn't click. The last thing it says, you may have to just, what is it called? Like delete that, like uninstall the stuff and then reinstall it. So I did that on both my phone and my computer. And I literally was like, if this doesn't work, I am done. I will not be doing this. I just won't be doing this, at least not right now, because I'm going to like have a breakdown, like a legit, like hospitalized breakdown. I'm like, Jason kept checking on me. So I know that I was really overwhelmed and stressed because he kept checking on me. And that's not normal for him. He's probably kept coming down here because he knows CPR. But anyways, he can't help me. He's not, he's not doing this stuff. He doesn't know what he's doing either. So anyhow, I did that and I went back on there and I uninstalled everything and then I left. And then I went upstairs, sat down with Jason, ate some lunch. I was just like, I just don't know. Came back down, turned it all back on, reinstalled everything. And just like that, as of me posting right now, this video, because I haven't actually made a video to send out to a friend yet. I may have by the time you see this video, because but anyways, it worked. It was right in the way it's supposed to be. It's all in the landscape mode. And the picture is clear. It's clear while I'm filming, and it is clear when I, afterwards when I was done and I ended the whole thing. Oh my gosh, I'm going into the book again. So I should just use that ruler, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. That's going to all be covered. I have to remember that. So, see, the backs, though, are so ugly. Ugly. So, I don't know what I'm going to do because I might just leave them ugly or I might just paint them with, like, gesso and then add other paint colors on top of them. Just because, look, it's brown on the inside. Oh, don't you like it? I don't know. It's something to think about. Something to think about. If you already have thoughts on that, let me know. So anyhow, so I had to pay in a StreamYard. I had to pay into the camo, the incubator thingy to do this. I had to, and then I thought, oh, you know what, Sandra, while you're at it, what if this does take off? Maybe you should get a domain. So I got that. That wasn't that expensive though, but I did get it just to secure my name. And then, just in case, things move forward and then I can start selling from a website also instead of, Ko-fi. I can have like, but I wanted things to be cohesive and legit feeling for people because, you know, that's it's kind of scary sometimes, you know. And I know for me, like, is this really what it is? But I want the same name across the board to coincide with it. Like, I don't want everything. I also did create a new email. I mean, like, why? And I don't think I'm going to use it because, so I don't use Gmail. I have a Gmail account because YouTube is associated. They didn't let me use the Hotmail, so I had to use Gmail. Gmail confuses me sometimes in the way that, but I think it's just because I don't use it, but it confuses me the way the emails come in. Like, I can switch it to all these different things or do all mails, but I did create a new Gmail with Blossom and Inspire. I thought if I did a website, I would like to have, like I said, everything to be cohesive. So you can do, you know, this is my email if you want to contact me. So it's all the same thing. It's not all these different weird things. Yeah. So I hope I'm not boring you guys. I know I'm talking about this a lot, but it's what I'm doing. It's what I'm working on. Oh my goodness. How long have I been on this video? It's been a while. All right. So anyhow, that's where I'm at right now. All that to say is, yeah, there's some costs involved. There's some frustration involved. At the end of the day, I learned lots of things, and the positive, the very, very positive side of me having to redo and go into StreamYard so many different times, so many, my friends, like so many, 2 days worth all day long, is I really got familiar with their platform, with all the tools, not all the tools, with the majority of the tools. So that right there is a blessing, because otherwise, if everything went off without a hitch for me, you know, and I was like, okay, I can understand these directions and I'm just going to follow this, I probably would have just stayed right with what I thought that I needed. And then during the live show, it's going to be a show because I'm all over the board. So, but during the live broadcasting of it, or whatever it's called, if I need something, that's going to happen. It always does. Something's going to happen. And then I'm going to be like, well, I don't know what to do. And I still might not know what to do, but I think I have a better chance of being able to get it under control or figure it out. So my thing that I'm trying to figure out now is how to keep track of cells as they're going through. I really, like, I'm in awe when I watch everybody do their live cells, when I watch how they put their like letters and numbers on them, and then they just like who's keeping track of this stuff? Where's it being kept track of? Are they like super fast writers? Are they typing something in? Like, I'm not fast. Well, I know, like with the traveling crafter, have like a couple of different people at all times on there, and I don't have that. And I just want to learn I want to learn how to do it on my own, just because, like I said, I have a hard time learning, and I just don't want to waste someone's time. As soon as I feel like that anxiety inside of myself, as soon as I'm feeling that, even if they say, no, you're not. But as soon as I'm feeling that, then it's like my whole mind just goes blank. Like, I can't think. It's like a white screen. White. It's that white. It's that, you know, from the TV. That's all that's happening. We're sorry to interrupt. I can't get it back. I'm like, you know, okay, everybody, let's just unplug and we'll see you tomorrow. No, just kidding. So, I kind of want to do it by myself, so I know I'm making it harder by doing that. I think I may be able to add a guest and even if somebody doesn't want to talk or anything like that, to be the moderator. I was thinking about having Aubrey do it, and as much as I want her to do the moderator thing, I don't have a way for her to sit at the computer, because after that video that I posted of my little workspace, I realized that I could move my table in a different way and move it into an L. So now I'll be sitting more, I face out and to the bedroom doorway. But there's no room, and I did that so that I have access to my keyboard, because I'm going to have to utilize it. Well, there's no way somebody else can do that unless they're like sitting on my lap. And I know Aubrey doesn't want to sit on my lap, and I know I would not feel comfortable doing everything with Aubrey sitting on my lap, mostly because my lap hurts, but also she's going to be 16. So that's going to be very, very awkward. She's like, no, I'm not sitting on your lap. So anyways, but you can do a moderator from afar, right? So somebody else, they don't have to be in the same place as me. I just make them a guest, and then they can, and from what I understand, they'll have that little tool, that wrench next to their name, and that's how that's how we all know that they're the person that's helping out, is that somebody has that little tool so they can work behind the scenes, so to speak, and they can do it either silently, or they can also have voice control to talk. It's really up to the person that's doing it, and it's up to everybody involved. Blah 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 blah. So there's that option. I just feel bad also again there, like asking someone to help me when I don't know what I'm doing. Because how do you give direction when you don't know where you're going? So there's that. They have to, and we all have to have, good as good as we can connection. Oh, also I learned, and this is going to be so funny and interesting, kind of funny. I don't know if it's going to be so funny, but I also learned that having my computer plugged directly into the Ethernet cord, even though I have Wi-Fi, makes a big difference to the recording. So some of you may remember way back when I first started up in this YouTube, that I had tried the stay-at-home job. And when I did that stay-at-home job, it was a computer, and I had to have this whole thing. So Jason had drilled like through our main floor to the ceiling to the basement here. And he had dropped down this Ethernet cord. And because I like to move things around all the time, I was like, oh yes, get the longest cord you can so that wherever I move my desk, I can do it. So I thought I had to move my computer all the way out here, which eventually it will be, but I don't have any room right now for it. That Ethernet cord is still through the ceiling of my basement, and it is long enough, and it reaches all the way across my ceiling, through my craft room, through the little walkway, through the little clown place area, into the other room, and to my computer with a little room to spare. So that was a blessing. So see, it's meant to be. That's like, okay, it's meant to be, right? And then the other fix for my camera, so that you can see me, so I'm not so blurry with my front facing with the camera. It all comes down to webcams on your computer are generally not great unless you're buying, like, I guess some kind of expensive computer and it comes with all these things. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have that. I don't have the cheapest computer, but I definitely do not have an expensive one. Like, I got what I needed. And so I did order a webcam. I did some studying on that to see what would work. Hopefully the one I ordered should be fine. It's like $80. I don't know if they have a life on them. Does anybody know? You ever bought webcams? Do they have a life expectancy? But we'll so I'm like that person where, like, maybe I should just buy two. Not right now because I have to save up for it, but maybe I should just buy two so that I have one that I'm using, and then I have my backup one for when my other one just decides to poo-poo out on me. Ooh, ow, that kind of hurt my finger, but I can't find that fold. There it is. So, yeah, so there's a lot of expenses. I'm like, it's the startup cost. It's startup cost. That's all it is. Startup cost. And all I have to do is have the sales. But my sales, like I said, on the other one, I really don't want to do them longer than an hour per session, which means I have to have multiple sessions because it takes a while. I mean, if you really pay attention, right, to what's going on, it takes a while. Like getting getting your table reloaded while you're live. So you're getting your table reloaded. Sometimes you have to talk about it a little bit. Sometimes it's like more in-depth things, depending on what it is that you're putting out there. So table loaded, talk about it. Then you have to label it. Then you got to go. And then you got to monitor and then see who's getting what, stop the bid or stop the thing, whatever, how it's happening. And then you have to chat and make sure everybody's getting what they put their name down for, mark it down, get it in the box, and then reload. So, reality, how long does it take? think I'm gonna watch a couple more. I'm gonna go back to some of the old ones to see how long it actually takes. My biggest thing for me is I'm just gonna have to make sure I stay on task. And once the sale starts, maybe not, just make sure that I'm still being engaging with my friends and anybody that's there, but not going off on a tangent like I do right now, like I do with my regular crafting. Like, oh, you know, this is a different type of thing. And if I want to do, not tangent, I shouldn't say tangent, just like go off on the visiting and like forget that. It's like when I'm driving and I forget that I'm the driver and I'm like, oh no, wait. I'm just kidding. I gotta pay attention. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh. All right, I have 3 more of these to cut down, my friends, and they're killing my hands. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish these out. And then I think what I'm gonna do is look for papers that I wanna put in here. I think they're all gonna be pretty much the same in the layout and in the pages. But I'm excited to make these books. I'm excited to do something crafty. I'm excited to have something to sell, hopefully maybe multiple places. I don't know. I am doing the, what else was I going to say about the whole thing? I don't want to just leave you hanging. Oh, so I'm glad I have my date set. I've been going through things. So now it's not just, now that I have all that stuff figured out, now I've been going through all the stuff that I'm working on that I want to put in on that sale. And I'm never going to get through all the things that I have. Like I have so much stuff, but I also have like different things that maybe there might be people who like to collect, or certain things they like it's not just the junk journal world. So I'm going to test the waters with that. Maybe not right away, but we'll just see. And I might also just, I don't know. We'll just see. I have things that I'm not using and I'm like, I just don't want to go just take them. I don't want to just let them go. You know, I want to see if somebody else wants them. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I know it's going to be good. And I'm so grateful to have all my friends there just rooting for me and just all the well wishes. Thank you so much. I mean, just, I can't even tell you like how much it means to me to hear that all from my friends. I am so grateful for you as my friend and as my just always hanging out and being there with me, giving me good advice and tips and tricks and like rooting me on. My friends, you are so wonderful. Thank you so much. But my friends, all of you, thank you. And thank you to all of my viewers that are there that are always hanging out with me. And maybe you do the same thing I do. I don't want to say somebody doesn't, because I know I do, and I can't be the only one. When sometimes I'm just laying in bed and I'm thinking positive things, but I don't even have the energy to like pull my hands out from underneath the covers to say something. And I know I really should. But to all the people who, even just the well wishes that you're thanking, I know they're out there. And I just want to say thank you. I know it's there, and I appreciate you too. I appreciate all of it. I'm super excited for this live sale. Gotta figure out how to keep track of all the things, but I know I'll do it. I know I'll do it. I'll figure out a way that works. I will figure out a way that works. Goodness gracious, I just don't have it down pat. That may be a learn on the fly kind of thing there. All right, so I've got all the books cut out, minus my 2 like I'm saving. I'm gonna put those aside, and I'm going to get these all cleaned up. I'm going to get their spines made, and then we'll put a few of these together, of course, on camera, and then I'll work on the rest of them on my own, but I've got to find pages and things like that. But I just want to say thank you so much, my friends, for hanging out with me and for cheering me on. I do appreciate you. I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.